Oh, I think it was great.
I do too. I liked it.
It was really, really good. I wasn't sure where that was going to go. I was having a hard time not laughing at your Orton voice, though.
Why is Pinecone more power than me? Good evening, everybody. I am Chuck Rogers, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and a licensed marriage and family therapist.
And I'm Keith Dunn, and I'm a network engineer.
And together, we are Tabletop Coffee, where each and every week we tackle a topic and talk about how to do life, do it well.
Being bold and never, ever bitter.
And tonight, we're going to address the topic of why did my family treat me that way?
Or why they treated me so bad.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll talk about it. A while back, I had a client who helped us come up with that video on stinky cheese. Remember? Stop going down tunnels where there's only stinky cheese.
That's right. We had a little mouse maze in that one.
That's right.
I'll put that one here. You want to go back and see that one.
Yeah, that video centered on stop doing the same thing. Stop going down cheeseless tunnels, or maybe you keep going down tunnels and there's cheese down there. It's just stinky molded cheese.
Stinky cheese.
Do you really want to keep going down the same tunnel? So it was encouraging you folks as well to join in and do something that's different to get some different results. That same lady brought a book in to me a while back, and she had been struggling with her family of origin and not getting taken very good care of. They kind of gave to her what she didn't need and didn't give to her what she really did need.
Yeah.
And one of the questions that kept bothering her for such a long time was, why'd they do that?
That's one of those things that's impossible to even have an answer for.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes if you stay focused on something, you can maybe come up with an idea or two.
Right.
But even those ideas are just ideas. There's no way to know with certainty why this stuff happened.
Right.
But don't we do that? Don't we keep going over the situation and over the situation and over the situation, hoping that something will be unearthed and we'll understand it?
Well, you know what really set with me in that video that relates to this is, going down that tunnel. In the video, we talked about going down that tunnel and setting up chairs.
Yeah.
Waiting for something to happen. And we do. We do that. We'll do the same thing over. Creatures of habit, I guess, expecting a different response.
Yeah, and one of the things she kept doing over and over and over again was revisiting this question of why was my home like this? Why were my parents like this?
Right.
Was it something on their part? Was it something on my part? And I've had other clients to come in and ask me that question.
Sure.
Why'd they do this? Or they would say to me, Chuck, if I could just understand it,
right,
then I would be able to move forward.
So
this particular lady brought in this particular book.
Okay.
And she said, I want you to read something. And so we read it in the session.
Okay.
Now, I can't fully recommend this book to everyone because it's got some language in there that I know with certainty some folks would find offensive. So I don't want negative emails coming to you or me going, why would you guys recommend this book? Okay.
Yeah.
If you do, you're going to need to read it with a smorgasbord. Take what you need. Yeah.
So we're just taking an excerpt from this specific section. So this is story time with Chuck. This might be a whole new video series for us.
And this one's on chapter 10 called Losing. People say that everything happens for a reason, which is technically true, I suppose. But some of the reasons are too arbitrary to seem legitimate. This is a short story about the behavior of pine cones, starring Slowbar, the gentle orc. One evening, Slowbar was strolling gently through the woods. A pine cone fell on him. He picked up the pine cone with his big, gentle hands and wondered, "What is pine cone teaching me? Do it wish shame on me? Why would pine cone do?" The pine cone did it because that's what pine cones do sometimes. That reason doesn't explain everything. It doesn't explain how to prevent the pine cone from doing this in the future. It doesn't explain what else pine cones do. It just raises a bunch of new questions that don't have satisfying explanations either. Why is pine cone more power than me? Is pinecone more power than planet? But planet is farther than biggest to think of. Great question, Slowbar. Unfortunately, nobody knows those things. If you keep on going, you'll eventually realize that the true one answer to all your questions is, of course, it doesn't make sense. What business do you have expecting things to make sense?
Wow. That actually is really good and a great way of looking at things.
Yeah, I thought so. I liked it.
Because you can't control this pine cone. I mean, this pine cone came down and there was nothing that could be done. It just happened.
Yeah, they hang and fall.
Yeah. And one thing that you did say that, I really struggle with too is when people tell you, well, all things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
I hate that saying.
Yeah.
That's a strong word.
It doesn't usually help.
But no, it's not helpful at all for someone going through something.
Because it puts us on this whole spin. Well, if it happens for a reason, I must try to figure out the reason.
That's right.
Which prevents us from doing what?
From being able to get past it and move forward.
So it keeps us focused on the problem rather than the solution.
Right.
And what we focus on
expands. That's right.
So quit focusing on the problem and focus on the solution so that the solution can expand.
Oh my goodness, that's great. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that story as much as I did. And, I really did like that.
I liked it a lot too.
It was fantastic. So be sure and subscribe to our channel. Put comments down below because that helps us and it helps grow our channel too.
Yeah, make sure to like it.
Yep. Until next time.
Thanks, everybody.